G'day, Adam Grocke from Johnston Grocke here with Andrew Brown. Andy, we're going to talk today about being as productive as possible and only focusing on dollar productive tasks, especially for business owners, and that changes through their phase of business as well. This is part 2 in our 6-part series, so hopefully we've got some really valuable information for you. We will have a tool that you can download which is actually going to allow you to assess what tasks you should be doing and what tasks you shouldn't be doing. So Andy, I guess the first one, when we say dollar productive, what does that actually mean for business owners out there?
Yeah, Adam, thanks. Essentially, a lot of people want to apportion a cost to their time. Time is not unlimited. We've got a fixed resource, we need to make the most of it. And one thing we need to do is actually quantify what that actually means in a value. So for example, there might be a charge out rate that you charge per for your services. Every hour you lose, you can't charge that charge out rate. How can you recover that? By using your time as best as possible.
And for business owners out there who don't have a direct charge out rate, so they're selling products or they're in manufacturing, what sort of, as a business owner, what should they align their sort of cost per hour to? Because this really helps them understand what they should and shouldn't be doing. So for example, is it, they should just say a figure of $300 an hour is what their time's worth? Is it 400, 500?
It's a good point. You need to aim for something to make a value that is true to your time. Otherwise, it has no value.
Yeah. Yep.
And that means then that lower value tasks get delegated to someone else or something as another process, another business, and you focus on the things that add the most amount to your business.
Yeah, definitely. So let's, as a rule of thumb, just say $400 an hour. So business owners need to do the $400 an hour tasks. Anything that's not,
correct,
you need to then have a look at either outsourcing or delegating or automating in a system.
So many business owners, especially maybe the startup phase when money's tight, resources are tight, they say, I'll do it myself, it might be cheaper if I do it myself. Yeah. But then the opportunity cost is that they're not using that time to develop their business further when they could have delegated to another area.
Absolutely. And look, it does change with the stage of the business, doesn't it? So if you're starting up a business, first time self-employed or starting a business, you will need to do more because you just don't have 5 or 6 or 7 people as a resource to do that. And it's probably a really important call at the start to go, am I investing in my business so I can actually get a lot of those real lower dollar productive tasks, those lower tasks that you can pay someone $20, $30 an hour to do? Do you get that off your plate straight away? Because that could help you grow your business.
It's interesting because the time when people do that, when they jump to delegating more and to allocating more to lower times, is that's a critical time to when you actually make that transition.
And then growing a business is all about getting to that next level of growth quickly, because there is some no man's land in there where you're burning profits and you really need to get your revenue up. Taking that step and going, okay, well, how do I push through that? And you spoke about opportunity cost and that loss of time, which is a non-renewable resource. So making sure that you're getting all those tasks off of you and focusing on what you should be doing, driving the business, getting new sales, making sure you can get some leads, get your systems and processes automated as possible.
And so one thing people should do is set up a project. If they've got a project that needs to be mapped, to quantify it into a dollar value and then say, well, if I outsource that, can I recover my time in a better sense by outsourcing it? So say the project's a $5,000 project, sounds like a lot of money, but can I make the time that I would recover from that worth $10,000, for example?
Yeah, definitely. So
quantifying it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I guess the example is that it costs you $5,000 to do, but it's implemented in 2 weeks. You start getting a return on investment straight away, don't you?
Absolutely.
Whereas if you were going to do it yourself, it might take you 2 months. So you've got a much longer lag time to get that return on investment.
Absolutely.
We've got a tool that you can download. It's a really good tool. Make sure you have a look at it. Once you've actually mapped out all your tasks, then you need to have a critical assessment of what you should be spending your time on and what you shouldn't. And it's going to be extremely surprising for a lot of people, the amount of time we spend on administration work, on bookkeeping, on those basic tasks that you can actually push to someone else to get done.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much for your time. We do have a beer and business session coming up. Make sure you come along to that because we're going to have some really good insights. We're going to dive deep into people's businesses and hopefully help you through the next stages of your business. Thank you.